I am Noah Segan, and I play the role of John in Cabin Fever 2, Spring Fever. John, my character, shows up to prom not knowing what to expect, ends up seeing the girl of his dreams.
Guess who?
Cassie?
It's me!
Cassie! You're here!
I'm here! Yeah, I changed my mind.
Have some lunch.
Thanks, yeah. I thought about what you said today. I don't know, I just thought, you're right. You know, it's prom.
That's so great. I'm so glad that you're here. And she's there with this not so nice guy, played very well by Mark Center, who's just a total dickhead.
Whenever someone's like, Mark's an asshole, I'm like, no, he's not an asshole. He's the guy who's gonna, like, you know, be your boss someday, or the guy who's gonna keep you in check someday. So, very careful about that. He's not an asshole. Shut up, don't say a word. Listen, people are talking. And how they're talking so soon when it's none of their fucking business, I don't know. But I hear things. I don't like what I hear. So you and your bullshit friends better stay the hell away from my girl.
I play Cassie. I am one of 3 main characters in the story. And basically this film is like an 80s love triangle story meets like a horror movie.
What, Cassie?
You know, it's got everything. It's got comedy, it's got horror, it's got, you know, a love story, if you will.
I'm Rusty Kelly, I play Alex. Yo, John, you were just asleep at the wheel for the hottest girl in school.
Yeah, not my type.
Wait, Sandy is not your type? What does that even mean? Does that mean you're gay? Did you tell your dad? Was he bummed, or? Alex is the best friend to John in Cabin Fever 2. He is kind of the wisecracking buddy best friend who I guess has all the good jokes, and I don't know, is always trying to help his friend out.
Look on the bright side, John. If I hadn't made you go to prom, you wouldn't have ended up with the girl of your dreams.
I think that if you love horror films, or you love comedies, or you love movies in general, it's an amazingly fun ride, and it's entertaining, and it's scary, and it's hilarious, and it's a great film.
I think personally for me, what makes this film scary is feeling as if this is really happening to real people. And so even though the things that you're seeing are so out there and are hopefully unbelievable, like we want to hope that the things that you're seeing are unbelievable because they're just so gross. But if you actually feel like they're happening to a real person, that's a little freaky. And that's definitely what scares me about the movie.
The film Cabin Fever 2 is basically a battle about who can be more disgusting. Oh, how about we spike the punch bowl? Oh, how about we pee in the punch bowl?
Little shits.
How about we pee blood into the punch bowl?
It's real direct, real in your face. There's some stuff there that you haven't seen in other movies. Things that you haven't seen before, you will be seeing in this film, and they should be surprising and surprising. I'll leave it at surprising. If you look at Miss Hawker's lip, I mean, I can get, 6 inches from her, and it's really hard to tell. But that's a real art form. Those guys are real artists.
We did a dental cast
from my teeth that then pulled my lip up. And then we had a false lip put over the top. And then Justin worked his magic, and voila.
So what time did you have to show up this morning to start getting that put on?
You know, I don't even know. I just know it was about 3 hours in the chair, so.
There is stuff in this movie that people are just, it's not going to end up on the you're not going to be able to show it. I don't know how people are going to see how gross a few of these things are. I just don't know how that's going to pass. So we've definitely got a lot to look forward to in terms of both the humor and the gross out factor.
It looks good on tape. I think you got that one.
Right before poor Alex kicks the bucket, he goes to the library and he looks up the disease.
Have you seen my dick? I'd like to give it to my mom.
And while it is mostly fatal, it can be staved off by amputation. I notice that I've got a bit of a infection on my hand. So the next stop's the wood shop, where Cassie, my one and only true love, helps me amputate my own left hand and then does the service of cauterizing it for me.
There's a hole in the sky and blood on the ground. There's a hole in the sky and blood on the ground. Mama always said that the devil was all around.
Alex, played by Rusty Kelly, receives fellatio, if you will, which I will one day, I'm sure, from a young woman who has a sore on her lip. And of course, the sore is the beginning stages of this virus. Well, the sore on the lip is transferred to the poor guy's junk, and a matter of hours later, it just does not look good. And there's stuff coming out of it. There's pus.
Oh, no.
It's not a groovy way to go. You know what I mean? Not at all.
Alex dies. He gets a blowjob from a girl early on in the scene.
Wait.
What's wrong?
Never mind.
Yeah, she gives him the flesh-eating virus. He's the one who shows the full frontal nudity. Yeah, oh my god, there's so many gooey takes of that. I don't know if that'll end up in the theaters, but it's great, right?
We had a scene where we said, you know, go for the gusto. We want a full Monty, and they delivered it and then some. To get a call from a color timer saying you ought to be ashamed of yourselves, we knew we had a success on our hands.
Fucking dude, fucking look at it!
Hopefully our grand finale will be the bloodiest mess yet ever seen in a film. That's our goal. Hopefully we'll achieve it.
We're making 350 gallons of blood up. Gonna bring the extras in. The director's gonna stage them where they want to be laid down. And now we're gonna turn the hose on and just hose the entire place down. Step back, roll cameras, and go home.
What are you checking for?
Just make sure it's the right color and consistency. You don't want, runny blood.
I've lost too much blood. There is so much fucking blood in this movie. I've gotta call it fucking blood. I've gotta say there's so much fucking blood in this movie. Because there is, man. It's unbelievable. It will blow your mind how much blood just comes pouring out of people, left and right.
A girl has a miscarriage, with thick, chunky, awful blood, which is like one of my scenes. I get to witness this girl in the girl's bathroom having a miscarriage. The whole movie is completely dark and terrible, filled with crazy gags, like really scary, bloody, gory moments.
Saying something that we're using 300 gallons of blood on this, I mean, that's just outrageous. Today, 300 gallons today of blood. I don't know, so it's outrageous. I think
How long have the two of you been covered in blood?
All our lives.
Does it matter? Does it matter anymore? I don't think so.
Prom blows. That's the tagline for the movie. It's really gross, man. I mean, I can't even tell you. And a lot of the humor comes from how gross it is. It's so gross, it's funny, except when it's so gross that you just want to puke.